Coming up on Point of View, with the mission to optimize the quality of life of special needs dogs, Joey Paw is a local charity organization that helps humans of rescue and disabled animals fund prosthetics and wheelchairs for the freedom of mobility and independence. This is P.A.W. Thanks for streaming with us. I'm Miss Alexus. Joining us in the studio today is Boone and his human, Tanya Dybel of Joey's Paw. Thank you for joining us, Tanya and Boone. I'm so excited you're here.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. How are you today?
I am great. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And how is Boone?
Boone's
How have you
fabulous.
guys been?
We are great. Busy?
Okay, good.
Yes.
Perfect. Oh, Boone, you ready for your magical shot?
Absolutely.
Perfect. So, please tell me about Boone and his story, like the whole Joey's Paw.
With Joey's Paw, we started in August of 2017. We started for our dog, Joey, who is still alive. He was in a rescue in New York, and he had 2 prosthetic back legs. So he was found on the side of the road at 6 weeks with his rear legs intentionally severed. And he was taken to a rescue, and he stayed there for a year and a half until we adopted him. Yeah.
And then now Boone is the face of Joey's Paw.
Yep, he is, and Joey is too afraid to be out in public. He barks constantly, and he's just afraid. Boone, on the other hand, we got him almost 6 years ago, and he is the face of Joey's Paw, and he goes to schools and all of our functions. And he was found in a shelter. A rescue rescued him, and he was found in a shelter with his rear legs intentionally severed by his previous owner. And but he's fine to be in public, as you can tell.
And he loves me.
He does love you.
Aww. Okay.
So that's Boone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect. So what inspired you to focus on improving the mobility of special needs animals?
Well, with Joey, we knew that a lot of people were not going to adopt him because it is it's a special situation, and the cost of owning a special needs dog can be expensive due to the prosthetics of the wheelchairs. And I knew that we couldn't fix Joey, but I knew that we could do something to help get other dogs that are in rescues that need those devices adopted with those devices. So we thought if we paid for them, we could get them adopted and live a great life.
Oh, that is so, it warms my heart, because there really are a lot of animals on the streets with no owners, and they're hurt, and I'm like, who's going to do it? If not you, then who is going to do it?
We've helped 1,600 dogs all over the world. We have Honduras, Egypt, Philippines, all over the world.
And Boone goes with you guys?
Boone goes with us to all of our events that we go to, and we're blessed that when we do overseas, we can send a lot of things, so there doesn't have to be, for us, boots on the ground. It can just be over there and sent.
Perfect. So,
yeah.
That's so cute. Okay, so can you recall a heartwarming moment when you witnessed the impact of a custom wheelchair or prosthetic on a special needs animal's life?
Well, there's quite a few. Actually, Piper, who you have a photo of, she has two prosthetics on both of her front legs, and she was severely abused, and for her to run normally it's a great thing. And Olive, and who you also have a photo of, she went out to go to the bathroom, and she came in, and she couldn't walk anymore. And to see her progression between the wheelchairs and lots of therapy and braces, she's running around like a goofball. It's a great story.
That's so cute. And with these, how do they get in contact with you? How do you manage to get to them and get the prosthetics going on?
Well, I can tell you that a lot of people at the beginning, I would search online. I would search on Facebook and social media for the people who need help. But now it's word of mouth. And if you Google prosthetics or wheelchairs, our name will come up. And a lot of people contact us through our website, www.joeyspaw.org. And then they reach out to me and the ball gets rolling from there.
Good. So my next question is, how do you approach like the design of the wheelchair and prosthetics to cater to the unique needs of each special animal?
Well, what's really awesome is this is a wheelchair from Walkin' Pets, and that's a typical over-the-counter wheelchair. But if you need a wheelchair for a dog with no front arms or partial limbed front, then you do a special needs custom wheelchair that we have a special one vendor who we use, and they do a casting of the legs and the body, and it gets adjusted by that. And then we could do prosthetics as well, the same way. Yeah.
So cool. So I heard that you had done a prosthetic for a cow. Like, can you explain?
We did a wheelchair for a cow.
Okay, wheelchair.
And we did a prosthetic for a donkey and a llama. And it was the llama. A group of nuns from New York actually rescued this llama, and it needed help, so we helped them. And the donkey was a personal pet for somebody, and they actually reached out, and she was in tears when she talked to me when she said that we would get the that prosthetic for the donkey. Absolutely was in tears. It was great. Yeah.
I feel like every animal, it just gets bigger and bigger, and it doesn't stop you from...
No. The biggest wheelchair we ever did was for a cow, and it was ginormous. Like, it was ginormous. It was the most expensive one, but it worked. And we did a turkey, a guinea pig, lots of goats, lots of cats. Yeah.
Cats, even cats?
Cats. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they get paralyzed too, and they have like wobblers, and they put them in a quad, and they go.
Wait. Okay. So are there any like notable collaborations or partnerships Joey's Paw has engaged in to enhance its mission and reach more special needs animals?
At the very beginning, we were partnered with Rachel Ray.
Okay. Yes.
For a while.
Tell me about that story.
Well, that was a really awesome story. There was a event down at the Penguins Arena, and we went, and the rep was there, and she saw Boone, and we immediately connected, and we ended up, Rachel Ray was partnered with us for a few years at the beginning, and then that's when we were actually on Rachel Ray for that.
Where are you?
So yes, she loved him. She really loved him. And then then the company got bought, and we no longer are associated with them.
Yeah.
But that was our biggest that we had.
And then, is there like anyone like you are trying to reach out to partner with, or it's just like coming?
It's really crazy, because if you think about wheels and prosthetics, it's not like it's a rescue and they can partner with every dog food company because they need dog food to feed their rescues.
Yes.
It's a little bit difficult because of the wheelchairs and the prosthetic. It's such a unique niche that it's hard to collaborate with a lot of people. Yeah.
No. So how do you see Joey's Paw contributing to the local community and beyond in terms of like raising awareness about the challenges special needs animals face?
It's really interesting. In the last couple of years, Pittsburgh, we've helped a lot of dogs in Pittsburgh. It's really been great. And we're trying to do, actually, we're helping a dog in Butler, and we're going to try to create the first rear prosthetic.
Okay.
So this is going to be interesting.
Yes.
So if that succeeds, that could change and shift a lot of things. But we got this one particular dog a rear wheelchair, so we can go on long walks. And then we're going to try a rear prosthetic. But we've been trying to do more with the community, and anybody that needs any help, we'll gladly take care of.
So you don't reject anyone?
No. No. The only time we've ever had to reject it is to say for a rear prosthetic, they don't make it.
Yes.
Other than that, we can get you a wheelchair, but we've never had to reject anybody. Yeah, which is good.
So what are some challenges that you faced in your journey with Joey's Paw, and like how have you overcome them to make a positive impact?
Well, I can tell you that it's interesting for us to be able to get the funding because we don't qualify for grants. We don't qualify at all because you get to the end of it and are you a rescue or a nonprofit? No. Or a shelter. We don't fall into any of those things. So that's the hard part, is just getting the funding. And so I'm hoping that we'll be able to do some different type of fundraisers in the future to boost our income for to be able to do more things in Pittsburgh. We would love to be partner with the different types of local pet stores and stuff like that to raise funds for that. If we can do that, that would be great. That's part of the things we're focusing on. So,
and everything you fund yourself. No one helps you at all.
We fundraise ourselves. We online, in person. That is our biggest event is coming up in November. And
what event?
That is, we always do one at Christmas time, and it's right in the season. And it's Joey's Paw for a Cause 7. This will be 7, and this year's theme will be Winter Wonderland. Aww. And yes, and last year's was the Grinch, and we had a great turnout. We raised $25,000 last year.
Yes,
which is amazing.
And then that was. You haven't ever reached that number?
Never. This is the first time ever. And I'm so thrilled because we've been able to help so many dogs and without any additional fundraising for a while. So it'll be fun.
So are the materials like expensive, or it depends on like the animal and stuff?
It depends on each animal. I can say to you that the average wheelchair is about $425. That's about the average. But it could be as little as $125 up to $1,200 for a quad, and then unless you do a cow, and then it's $3,600. But a prosthetic, again, that differs on the type of prosthetic that you need. A front prosthetic costs $1,800. A simple prosthetic for a leg, that could be $895. Like it varies. It completely varies. And so $25,000, it seems like a lot of money, but you help a couple of cows.
Yeah.
it takes it up.
Yes.
Quickly. So, yeah.
Oh, so can you share some of the long-term goals and aspirations of Joey's Paw, and how you envision the organization and in the coming years?
Well, I hope that we get bigger and we raise more funds. I would love to be able to get some grants of some sort, even if it's an individual donor giving us the money. Our biggest goal is I would love to be able to help more dogs, honestly. It's truly our biggest mission is last year we helped 200 dogs. I would love to be able to double that.
Yes.
That is truly our biggest mission.
The more the merrier.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
So how does Joey's Paw engage in educational initiatives to inform pet owners and the general public about the importance of mobility for special needs animals and dogs?
Well, Boone does a lot of stuff when it comes to schools. He educates a lot of children about that it's okay to be different, and it's okay to have a wheelchair or have a disability in whatever manner. You can have a great life, and I can tell you that we try when we go out in public to educate the public about just because you have a dog that's injured, or it doesn't have to be put down. There's a possibility that we could help. That's how we educate majority of the people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then are you seeing like every year like more and more animals getting like abused?
Yes.
And
Yes.
It's such a shame.
It is. It's a shame. It's the amount. I must have had my head in the sand for quite some time, because I never realized how much abuse was actually out there until I started this. And then I could tell you stories that could curl your toes, which I won't.
My toes are already curled.
But it's amazing at how much abuse is out there and how much is not reported and how much the laws don't protect them. It's a shame.
Like, if there is one thing that you wish that you can do, what would it be for these special?
I would love to be able to have, honestly, to be able to help every single dog that is out there that is abused. I would love to be able to help them, and I would love to be able to put the person who did that to be able to put away for that. There should be some consequences for this. Yeah.
Because they're like people too.
They are.
They need to be taken care of, like spoiled.
Absolutely.
Just like them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So in what ways does Joey's Paw support and empower pet owners of special needs dogs beyond providing physical aid?
Well, I can tell you that I've had many, many conversations with many people on the phone when their dogs just lost their, when the dogs just lost their leg or got paralyzed. And just to be able to, for us, just to be able to be there for the owner is something that is, for me, that means a lot, because I know what it's like when the dog loses its leg. Because Joey used to be, have all 4 legs. They were severed at a certain point, but he used to use all 4. But now he's literally a tripod with 3. So I know what it's like when the dog loses his legs, and the support that we can give them. They can call me at any given point and talk to me about anything they have, any questions they have. And we try very hard to support. I do lots of text messages with a lot of people, just checking on them. Hi, how are you? Yes. We try to do that a lot.
So if someone wants to get into contact with you or want to fundraise and help with Joey's Paw, how can they reach you?
They could email me at joey.dibble@yahoo.com or go through our website, www.joeyspaw.org.
Tonya, thank you so much for the great conversation.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Boone, too.
Say thanks. Say you're welcome.
But stay right there as we move into our photo of you speed round. We Rate Dogs is a self-titled professional dog rater that has brought joy to millions scrolling through a social feed. In this photo of you, we'll do just the same. We scour the internet and our guests' social media pages for pictures that need more context from their point of view. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
We wanted to start by shouting out some recent doggos Joey's Paw has helped. Can you tell us about them, please, Tonya?
Piper, okay. She had some severe leg injuries in the front, and we got her prosthetics, and she's running, and she's a happy camper now. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, the next one.
Noodle. Oh my gosh. Oh, what I could talk about Noodle. She loves Frisbee. She plays Frisbee in her wheelchair and like flies and catches.
She's going fast.
She's amazing. She is amazing. I love her to death. I love her. She's totally resilient. She was been paralyzed as a pup, and she grew up.
How old is she now?
I think she's 5.
Okay.
But she's golden. She's loving life. Trust me. She loves hikes. Absolutely loves hikes. Yeah.
Olive.
She went out. Came in, and she's never been the same since. But she has had a lot of therapy. Her owner actually was in college when she got her, and she's dedicated her life to this dog. And she's amazing. And she staggers. She looks like she's drunk all the time, but she walks, and she's golden. She has 2 brothers and sisters. So yeah. That's Emaru. She's amazing. She is an abuse survivor, and she's in South Carolina, and she has a first sister, and they get along and play rough and bounce on the bed. She's adorable. Yeah.
Like, how do you not just boohoo crying when you see these animals?
I I do. I get upset at the beginning, and then I get upset, and not upset, but I get so teary-eyed at the end because we've helped and we can see them run and play and enjoy life, and to see the smiles on their faces is just over the top. That gets me through most days of the lack of funding, and to be able to get that gets me through the days. It's amazing.
It's good to have that spirit.
Absolutely.
So we also have to show our audience the various forms of Boone. So the first one, this is Speedy Boone livery. Were you a delivery guy?
He was a delivery guy. I think that was for Valentine's Day, I believe.
Where's my chocolates? Where's my chocolates? Oh,
that's so funny.
So the next one, I call this one Boonkin.
I saw that and I had to get that for him because I thought he would look so cute, and he did. That's probably one of my favorite outfits that he has, other than the Santa pod. He has a Santa outfit that looks so adorable. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so the next one, Groovy Boone.
Yeah.
In your groove?
Oh, he's with Annabelle, his sister.
Okay.
Someday you'll have to meet Annabelle.
Yes.
She's amazing. Yes. Yeah.
So this was Halloween, right?
I believe we were just at a function and it was cold. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So the next one, Boone Witch.
Oh yeah, that was amazing. Oh my gosh.
What was going on?
That we were getting ready for the airport, because when we volunteer at the airport every Friday, and we were trying to figure out what to make him for. That was like one of his first years as being at the airport, and when I saw, I was like, we can make him a witch, and then I had the idea of sticking the broom on the side. I was like, oh my gosh, it was a huge hit at the airport. Let me tell you.
Good.
That was good.
Good.
Yeah.
So every Friday you guys are at the airport?
Pretty much every Friday.
Okay, good.
Yeah, unless we volunteer someplace else, pretty much every Friday. Yeah.
Then this one.
Oh yeah.
Mini Boons.
Yes, that was we got 500 Boons made to sell, and that was last Christmas, I believe it was, and yeah, not last Christmas, the year before. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so cute. Now the next one is Boone and Boone. Please tell me about this one.
That's a wooden Boone that was carved out of a piece of wood. My friend Christy, she blessed us with that last Christmas. That was one of my Christmas presents.
And it looks exactly like Boone.
And when you literally look at it, it looks like Boone. You put him it's tall, it's big, and it moves. It's amazing. It moves. He can move it around. It's amazing. They did an amazing job. It looks exactly like him.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, Tanya and Boone, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yes. You are doing an amazing job. Keep going. Don't let anything stop you. Boone is literally the best, and you guys are amazing as well.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for having us. Of course. Absolutely. Say bye. Say bye.
And thank you for streaming with us. Our show is produced here at the Center for Media Innovation with thanks from our partners at UView Television and the Point Park News Service. I'm Miss Alexus. We hope to see you next time on P.A.W.